to the Law&Crime Network. I am Linda Kenney Baden, and I'm your afternoon host. We here at the Law&Crime Network have had a remarkable 2 days since I came back from vacation. Our chat room is going. You know why? Everybody is watching. You know why? Because we have trial and we have indictments and we have, it's just amazing. You know, I do not know if you are a mother and come and find your daughter like that, how you even testify. Gene Rossi, let me go to you first, our law and crime legal analyst. Usually when you have somebody who speaks another language and there's a translator, you don't sometimes get the whole effect. I thought that there was more than the whole effect. What say you?
Well, I agree that when you have a witness who needs a translator, you don't have that continuity. You always have to pause. But here, it doesn't matter. And the reason is this. Those are tears that will affect anybody, no matter what language they speak. And they're not just a few tears, it's a river. And you can just tell that this mother is completely anguished. Anguish.
Bob Hille. Bob, from my home state of New Jersey, former state bar president, wonderful guest. I love having you on, having both of you on my first day back from vacation. But let me just ask you this. I mean, I'm just anguished watching her. I mean, I don't even know what to ask you, except I do have something. She had a text from her daughter, and the daughter said that there was a knock on the door and looked out, and then she thinks it was the guy who cut the grass. Words to that effect, not exactly. And then the mother said, okay, and then something like she said, he's gone now. Is there a direct link there, or is there something the defense can work with?
Well, I think there's something the defense can work with, obviously it being in the past tense. So it suggests that whoever this person was came to the door. She did identify him as the defendant, at least in the text message,
right.
Circumstantially, and then he left. Now, whether he came back or not, that doesn't remove that possibility. And the jury's free to examine all the evidence in this case and decide whether he did come back. But certainly that's something the defense can work with.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Gene Rossi, with you and Bob here, wouldn't you agree that if they take it that that's him, that you don't need DNA? What say you?
Oh, absolutely. If they connect the dot and the person who took the daughter's life was the one who knocked, they don't need fingerprints, they don't need DNA, don't need any other person who's an eyewitness.
But mentioning DNA, Gene, I will tell our viewers that if they want to watch the DNA expert who is on the stand right now in this case, they can go to the Law and Crime channel, go lawandcrime.com, and look at it. It's being streamed. But we're going to listen to more of Patricia Velasquez, the mom, trying to save what she thought saved her daughter's life. Listen, see if you would survive this. You know, knowing the kind of suffering she has, and as a defense attorney, I'm going to ask Gene Rossi first. Gene, right. What is the one question you would cross-examine her on if you decided to cross-examine her?
Well, she doesn't have any first-hand knowledge of what actually her daughter saw. She was not there. I would just focus on that. That is the best you can do.
And Bob Hille, you said you would cross her. Matter of fact, I think you did watch the cross. But let's put other attorneys aside. You, because you're a great attorney, what's the one question, if you had only one, that you would ask her before the jury without offending the jury?
That's a tough question itself.
Oh, boy. I just try to throw them out to you.
If it's one question. But I think that obviously a lot of the aggravating factors lay into some, force. If the questions can focus on the absence of a forced entry or other possible individuals, again, going back to the text, maybe starting with that text, that it was, she said, had been and the person left, and then maybe from that build on with respect to other possibilities,
Yeah, there's the problem. Is very, very difficult. Well, every case is difficult. Every case is victims. And we're going to talk about one who seems to have gotten away for a long time from his victims. But now we're going back to Epstein. Stay tuned. We have so much to talk about here at the Law and Crime Network.